Hello everyone, it's Birendra, your chemistry teacher, and today I am in front of you with a new topic, that is aldehydes, ketones and carboxylic acid from class 12 chemistry NCERT. So today in this topic, from this lesson, we are going to study about important name reactions, and these name reactions are why they are important, because these name reactions are nothing, actually they are the preparation or properties of the aldehydes and ketones. So today in this video we will take all the preparations and properties which are related to the name reactions. So first of all, you can see here I have written the names of the reactions. You can see preparation of aldehydes. This is the preparation: Rosenmund reaction, Stephen reaction, Itard reaction and Gattermann-Koch reaction. These four reactions are nothing but they are the preparation of aldehydes, how we can prepare aldehydes. And this is DIBALH, this I will explain you, this is a reagent. Then preparation of ketones. Friedel-Crafts acylation is nothing, but this is the preparation of ketones. Now coming to the properties. All the chemical properties of aldehyde and ketones are showing all these name reactions, just like you can see Clemmensen reduction, Wolff-Kishner reduction, these Tollens test and Fehling test, these are the reactions which differentiate between aldehydes and ketones. And then aldol condensation, this is for aldehydes, and cross aldol condensation, that is for ketones, and Cannizzaro reaction and electrophilic substitution reaction. So these are few name reactions which are related to our chapter. Now one by one we will discuss these reactions. So first of all, coming to the Rosenmund reaction. You can see here, this is first reaction we are taking, Rosenmund. Rosenmund reduction. Now see here, this is the preparation of aldehyde. So how we were preparing aldehyde? We are taking this is any acetyl chloride with COCl group. Okay, and hydrogen in the presence of barium sulfate we are passing, then very simple reaction, benzaldehyde is formed. So this is known as Rosenmund reduction. Okay, this is, we can take alkyl group, we can take aryl group. So if you are taking aryl group, benzene ring, COCl group is attached with acetyl group. Okay, and this is hydrogen, barium sulfate presence, benzaldehyde is formed. Now second reaction, that is Stephen reaction. Now we can take second reaction. This is the preparation, you can see here, Stephen reaction. Now see, in Stephen reaction, what is happening? Here we are taking nitrile. Okay, so we are taking alkyl nitrile, R alkyl and CN is nitrile in the presence of stannous chloride, SnCl2. So what is happening? Intermediate product is formed, and on hydrolysis we are getting aldehyde. So this is Stephen reaction, preparation of aldehyde, preparation of aldehyde with the help of nitrile. So this reaction is known as Stephen reaction, nitrile plus SnCl2 and HCl intermediate product is formed, just nitrile group is attached here, and on hydrolysis we are getting aldehyde. So these two reactions, Rosenmund and Stephan, we have seen, these are the preparation of aldehyde. Now coming to third reaction, that is Etard reaction. Now you can see, third named reaction is Etard reaction. Now in Etard reaction, this is benzene ring with alkyl group, means toluene, and CrO2 Cl2. This is chromyl chloride. Toluene reacts with chromyl chloride in the presence of carbon disulfide, and we can see intermediate product is formed first. This is our intermediate product, and then on hydrolysis we can show it. Then on hydrolysis we are getting benzaldehyde. So this is Etard reaction. Toluene plus chromyl chloride in the presence of carbon disulfide. When react, this is intermediate product is formed, and on hydrolysis we are getting benzaldehyde. Now one more reaction, that is preparation of aldehyde, is Gattermann-Koch reaction. So now we are taking Gattermann-Koch reaction. Now see, in this reaction, this is very simple, benzene, this is benzene ring reacting with carbon monoxide, hydrochloric acid in the presence of anhydrous AlCl3 या copper chloride, and benzaldehyde is formed. So you can see here, these are four named reactions which are nothing but the preparation of aldehydes. You can see here, all these reactions are preparation of a benzaldehyde, preparation of aldehyde, preparation of benzaldehyde, and preparation of benzaldehyde. So we can see that these four reactions, Rosenmund, Stephan reaction, Etard and Gattermann-Koch reactions, are nothing but they are the preparation of aldehydes. Now here DIBALH. So this reaction is, I'll show you. What is this? DI. Now I can give you a question. You can say, what is DIBALH and where it is used? Its use. Okay. So first of all, let's see the full form of DIBALH. What is D? D stands for di. I stand for iso. B stand for butyl, and Al stand for aluminium, and H stand for hydride. So this is nothing. DIBALH is nothing. It is diisobutyl aluminium hydride. Now let's see where it is used. What is the use of this? Now see here, this is just like a Stephen reaction we have seen. Okay, we are using nitrile. So same way, here this is RCN, this is any nitrile, and when this is reacting with DIBALH, okay, and this is first step, and second step BALH is used. It is also used for making aldehyde, okay, or converter also we can say. This is the conversion of cyanide into alkyl cyanide into aldehyde. And second use of DIBALH, we can see this is for the ester. Conversion of ester, this is ester, we can take CSC COC2H5, and same way DIBALH, and on hydrolysis we are getting this is another halide. Okay, so this is, we are taking ester, this is ester, this is nitrile, and this is ester, because it is having two alkyl groups, two different alkyl groups are attached by COO group. So this is ester. So ester reacts with diisobutyl aluminum hydride, and on hydrolysis it is giving any aldehyde. Okay, so this is the importance of DIBALH. Now this was all about the preparation of aldehydes. Now we are coming to the preparation of ketones. Now coming to preparation of ketones. Name reactions that are involved. Preparation of ketones. Now see here. Preparation of ketones. Now see here. Which important reactions are involved here? There is just one reaction, Friedel-Crafts acylation. Okay, now we are coming to this reaction, Friedel-Crafts. This is the name of the reaction. Friedel-Crafts acylation. Very important reaction it is. Okay, now what is happening here? This is the reaction, benzene ring. This is benzene ring reacting with any acid chloride. So it can be aromatic or it can be alkyl. So aromatic group can be attached or alkyl group can be attached with this COCl group, acid chloride, and in the presence of anhydrous aluminium trichloride, it is converting into ketone. This is the preparation of ketone. So here aldehyde will not form, ketone will form. So this is ketone. Ketone is having, what is ketone? Ketone is having, this is ketone, we can say that CO group is having attached with two different alkyl group. Okay, it can be same like alkyl group CS3 or it can be like this one can be benzene ring, or it can be any alkyl group. So this is ketone. This is Friedel-Crafts acylation. Okay, so we can see that Friedel-Crafts acylation is nothing but this is the preparation of ketone. Now coming to properties. Now which name reactions are involved in properties of aldehydes and ketones? Now we are coming to the properties of chemical properties. We are taking chemical properties of aldehydes and ketones. Now we can see here there are so many reactions I have written. Clemenson, Wolff-Kishner, then differentiation is also there, aldol condensation, cross aldol, Cannizzaro and electrophilic substitution. So I am coming to the first one, that is Clemenson reduction. So first we are taking, now see what is this reaction. This is showing the property Clemenson reduction. What is this? Clemenson reduction. Clemenson reduction, any ketone we can take, okay, aldehyde or ketone, because we know that aldehyde and ketone are having carbonyl group. So this is carbonyl group, and if here alkyl groups are attached, then it will be ketone, and here if H and one alkyl group is attached, then it will be aldehyde. So carbonyl group, and in the presence of zinc amalgam. This is zinc amalgam and concentrate hydrochloric acid. So what will happen? Aldehyde or any ketone. So this is Clemenson reduction, conversion of carbonyl group into CH2 group. Now we are coming to second name reaction is Wolff-Kishner reaction. Now see Wolff-Kishner reaction, this is second we are taking Wolff This is also same, Clemenson and reduction, both are conversion of aldehyde or ketone into CH2 group, both are converting carbonyl group into CH2 group. So what is happening here? In Wolff-Kishner, what we are doing, same way, this is any ketone or aldehyde, carbonyl group. Here we were taking zinc amalgam, but here we will take hydrogen. This is NH2 dot NH2. This is NH2 or hydrogen, and minus H2, water molecule will be given out and intermediate product will be formed. This is intermediate product, and then in the presence of KOH and ethylene glycol. If we heat it, okay, we have to heat it, what will happen? This you can see, CH2 group we will get and nitrogen will be given out. So you can see Clemengen reduction and Wolff-Kishner reduction. Both are same. Okay, only the reagent that we are taking is different, but products and reactants are same. We are taking here aldehyde or ketone and we are getting here CH2 group. In both the cases you can see we are getting CH2 group. So this is Clemengen and Wolff-Kishner reaction. Now we are coming to tolerance test and failing test. Now what are these? We are talking about aldehydes and ketones. Now how can we differentiate whether the given reagent is aldehyde or whether it is given reagent is ketone? So how we will distinguish? Now we can see the reagent that we are using here is tolerance reagent and failing reagent. Okay, so first we are taking tolerance test. What is tolerance test? Tolerance test. This is actually to differentiate between aldehyde and ketone. If in two test tubes, because both are transparent colorless liquids, so if in two test tubes we are having aldehyde and ketone, so how we will distinguish that in which test tube which reagent is present? So what we will do? We will do tolerance test. So what is this tolerance test? Tolerance test, we can see, we will have to take this freshly prepared. Tolerance reagent is always taken freshly prepared. Okay, so what is this? It must be freshly prepared. And what is tolerance reagent? It is ammonical silver nitrate. Okay, so what will happen when in the solution, this is the reaction, we can say if there is any aldehyde is present, if aldehyde is present, only then the reaction will take place. Okay, so this is any aldehyde and this is ammonical silver nitrate, so we can show it in this way. And this is ammonia. Okay, so aldehyde and this is ammonical silver nitrate. So what will happen? The reaction will be this: RCOO and plus 2 silver and 2 molecules of H2 and ammonia will be given out. So what will happen? As soon as we add freshly prepared tolerance reagent in the given solution, if it is aldehyde, what will happen? It will form silver mirror. Formation of silver mirror. And if it is aldehyde, silver mirror will not be formed. So this is the way we can distinguish between aldehyde and ketones by using freshly prepared ammonical silver nitrate or tolerance test. Now second, now what is this failing test? Second test is failing test. Failing test means it also contains solution A and failing solution B. So failing test is mixture of failing solution A and failing solution B. Now what is failing solution A? This is nothing. This is aqueous copper sulfate. Aqueous copper sulfate solution is known as failing solution A. And what is failing solution B? This is alkaline. This is alkaline sodium potassium tartrate. Which is also known as Rochelle salt. Okay, and the reaction is, you can see here, this is any aldehyde you are taking, and this is failing solution A is having copper ions and 5 OH ions, and this is converting into RCOO negative plus now how we will find that aldehyde is present. Now you can see here copper oxide is formed here. In earlier case, in tolerance reagent, silver mirror is formed, but here copper oxide means red brown precipitate. Red brown precipitate or turbidity is formed here. Okay, so if red and brown precipitate form, then the given reagent or given solution is aldehyde. Okay, and if red brown precipitate is not formed, that means it is ketone. So these are two tests which can differentiate between aldehydes and ketones. Okay, now coming to aldol condensation. This is also the property of aldehyde and ketones. Okay, now see, aldol condensation means if aldehyde is having one alpha hydrogen. For this reaction, one alpha hydrogen is very important. Without this, aldol condensation don't take place. So what is happening? Two molecules of aldehyde. These are two molecules of aldehyde, and in the presence of dilute NaOH, you can see here, this is the intermediate product is formed here, and then one molecule of, you can see this is one CH3CHO, CH3CHO, this is one molecule. You can see this is one molecule of aldehyde, and this is another molecule of aldehyde, CH3, CH2 and one hydrogen. So this is one molecule of CH3. So they combine in this way. That's why alpha hydrogen is very important. Okay, through this alpha hydrogen, both the aldehydes are combined. And then this water molecule is given out. OH and this water molecule is given out, and CH3, CH and this double bond. One hydrogen from here is taken out, we can say, or from here. In this way, one water molecule is given out, and both the aldehydes are attached with double bond. Now we can name it. This is 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this is butane, chain is butane, and on second carbon double bond is there. So we can say it but 2, we can say it but, and on 2 is ene and 1 is al. We can say it to but 2 enal is formed here. So this is aldol condensation. Another example of aldol condensation is if we are taking in place of aldehyde, now we are taking two molecules of ketones. So same way here is happening. This is ketone. So two molecules of ketone, here barium hydroxide is taken, here we are taking dilute NaOH, here we are taking barium hydroxide. So same thing is happening. This is, we can say, CH3COCH3, this is one molecule of ketone, and this is another molecule of ketone, CH3COCH3, this is another molecule of ketone. So both are joining through alpha hydrogen, and same way one molecule of water is given out, this is OH and one hydrogen from here. So one molecule of water is given out when we after heating it, and then this is formed. Now we can name it from here. This is first carbon, second, third, fourth and 5. So this is the chain of parent hydrocarbon is 5, and we can say that CO group, own group is on second carbon and double bond is on third, and on fourth one methyl group is also present. So what will be the name? Because this is 5, so this will be pent, and on 4 is methyl, so we will say 4-methyl. You can say it, how to name it. This is 4, on 4 is methyl group, this is methyl, so 4-methyl, and chain is pent, double bond is on third, so pent, 3 is in, and on 2 is on. So 4-methyl, pent, 3 in, 2 on, pentanone. So this is aldol condensation, when two either aldehydes or two ketones are combining together and a molecule of water is given out.